Certainly. And I think what I try and do is to try and get an idea early on if the value of the business is driven more by the actual real estate and any type of building that may or may not be, on the land. So what are called improvements in real estate. If that is going to drive the price more than the actual goods and services that are produced out of that particular building. A lot of times, the building and the land is kind of secondary, especially if it, may be mortgaged up to the hilt. So it actually may bring value down of the business as opposed to improve the value or make it neutral. So you just don't know. And there may be other times where the actual business isn't doing a whole lot, and the potential buyer really wants the real estate more, but agrees to purchase the business as a whole, including the real estate, for one reason or another. And I've seen that happen. It is kind of rare, but it does kind of happen. So you have to, evaluate both. And I think that's one area that I kind of stand out in, is that those are really kind of, my specialties are in the real estate area and in the business area. So when those come in, I can evaluate both of those side by side and kind of figure out, not necessarily down to a specific percentage, but kind of figure out what is the most attractive asset. Is it, the accounts receivable, the customers, the goodwill of the company? Is it the potential based upon the growth in the past? Is it the building? And everything else is kind of secondary to that. So yeah, it's very, very important to consider that. And I think if an attorney didn't consider that probably wouldn't rise to the level of malpractice if you didn't understand the nature of the value of the real estate and you just understood the business. And most attorneys that handle that understand that. They don't discount that. So they either do it themselves, or they'll bring in other experts. As I stated, I don't have to bring in any kind of a real estate expert because I practice law in that area. Used to own a title company. I have my broker's license. So, I understand that very well, but there are times too where I bring in experts on that in a sale as well, but it's certainly an integral part of the sale of a business.